it's a real privilege here to be with three names. For me personally, it's just been an inspiration to sort of watch in the community throughout the years. And so first of all, let me just start by saying it's an honor to be here with all three of you. And you're all legends. It's all very title that's very well earned. So again, it's an honor to be here. And why don't we just start, if you don't mind, just by going down the line and do a quick introduction, a little bit about yourself and your role at the company.
Absolutely. My name is Kelly Gustafson. I am a solution architect with Argano, and I'm also a Microsoft MVP for F&O.
Very nice.
Hey y'all, I'm Charlotte McCormick. I'm president of Argano for Microsoft, and my role is to lead our team on the Microsoft Tower.
And I'm Heather Williams, and I am the Director of Alliances, and my whole role is to keep our company in great standing with Microsoft and to make sure Microsoft knows how to connect with us and help us solve customers' issues and just stay up to date on the product and all those great things.
And so which one of you would like to tell me just a little bit more about what Argano does?
I'd be happy to. So, Argano, we build digital foundations, which in this space means we are implementing Microsoft business applications, finance and supply chain, D365, D365 CE, all of the Power Platforms, so Power BI, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agents, every Power you can think of, and data engineering and analytics.
Nice, thank you. So to start things off, maybe if you could each take a minute. I'm not quite sure how you want to handle the interview. Whatever is comfortable for you. We're very flexible here. Again, just honored to have you here. But if we could start with the first question, and if you could tell us a little bit about your secret sauce or what makes you different from other partners in the community.
Yeah. I'm going to take that one.
Okay, great.
So what makes us a little bit different, and I can speak on this from a totally different stance, because I've witnessed Argano for years and not been on their payroll, just a person in the community watching them thrive. And I can say what makes us different is that we not only encourage, but we embrace the learning inside of our organization, but then we expect it to be given back to community. And we not only embrace that, but we give people time to do that. And when they give it back to community, it really not only showcases our knowledge, but it gives you some information without a contract tied to it, and you really get to see an essence of who we are as a company. And I think that's one of the things that make us so different, because we don't go into it always searching out for the customers. We go into it just wanting to share information to make your lives better when you're using the product. And then that just reaps goodness in return. So it's kind of who we are. We embody it. Community is not an event that we attend one time a year. It's who we are and what we do all the time. We have experts in the community that are MVPs, MCTs. We're doing 20 sessions here. We have 20 experts here. I'm sorry, we're doing 18 sessions. 18 sessions, and I think we have 20 experts here. Sorry, I mixed up my stats there. But the point is that we're just wanting to show you the breadth of knowledge and showing you that we want to give back to community as well. So
that's amazing. 18 sessions. That's really amazing. Again, I've been passionate about community really going on a couple of decades now, and I see it, the work that you folks are doing, and so yeah, it's well appreciated and great. You have such passion when you talk about it too. That's what I really like. I think you were the perfect person to answer that question. That was really great. Thanks.
It's been real near and dear to my heart. So.
Oh, I can tell.
And
that's amazing.
I always used to say my favorite people are people that never tell me no. Yeah. And Argano never, ever told community no. So they're great people.
Nice.
Great people.
So question number 2. That was a fun one. So it's tough to move on to the second one, but we'll go on to the second one. So what are the top 3 things your customers count on you for? So what have they grown to count on you for?
Okay, so I'm going to answer that one.
Great.
And really, first and foremost, it's knowledge. Okay. So we really invest a lot in our people and the knowledge that they have, and we really spend a lot of time learning about Microsoft, Dynamics 365, and all of the different products that can work together. Then we take that knowledge and we actually share it with the community, because as everybody knows, when you share that knowledge with the community, it makes you better, right?
I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely just makes you better. So we really invest in that, and you can see that we're here. You know, Heather just said we have 18 sessions, we have 20 people
Yes.
here. We walk that walk.
You all three have earned the title. I totally
Yeah.
agree. The legend title. Yeah.
So for us, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Another one is innovation. So we really want to stay on the cutting edge of the technology and what's available out there for everyone to, you know, use. And we tell our customers if something new is being introduced, hey, you need this. This is critical. You need to implement this. This will work with your business. And
That's
that
right.
kind of ties into the third piece, which is, you know, just reliability and transparency. We are always open and honest with our customers. We will have those really tough conversations if needed.
Sure.
And we really want to make sure that we give them the best product, the best solution for their businesses. We absolutely listen to them. We make sure that we understand what they do and how they can utilize the product in the best manner.
Great. I love that response. And you know, one of the things I know about you, just from being involved in the community so much, is that you are part of the MVP program at Microsoft, and I know you have other MVPs and MCTs on staff. And I think it's worth noting and maybe you can just talk about this for a minute, but you know, to point number 2 and 3, as an MVP, working with the product teams, you're right there in the trenches, right? You have visibility into not necessarily what's just happening today, but also what's happening, the roadmap 6 months out, 12 months out. And I think that brings, I don't want to speak for you, but I think that lends a tremendous amount of value, right, to the process. I hate to go off script, but
you
maybe
have
could just
no
talk about that
idea
for a minute.
how excited I get when I hear about new functionality and I can't talk about it. It's like a volcano getting ready to erupt. Like, I'm like, I want to talk about this. I'm so excited. And I really like to reach out to my clients as soon as that's available and say, you need this. This is important for you.
That's great. So again, thank you also as an MVP for all the work that you do.
Thank you.
Okay, so third question. Can you share a success story, a case study, a customer reference, anything that you would care? Thank you.
Yeah, love to. So one of our clients that is just super near and dear to my heart is a client called Axon. You might have not heard of them, but you've definitely seen them. So they make tasers and body cams. And if you've ever looked at the footage of anything on the news, you'll see Axon body cam. All of those, the footage is also up on Azure. So very, very large Microsoft client. Making tasers. The cool thing about them is that they really impact the world. Their mission is to protect life. That's what they're about. And at Argano, for us, it's about empowering our people to create client impact to change the world. So over and above everything else, it's just an embodiment of who we are. So the project started quite interestingly about 3 years ago, and they were struggling. They were struggling to upgrade from AX 2012 to the cloud D365. And we came in and brought our knowledge and kind of took them through a process of assessing what's the best way to go about this, what are your business objectives, what's really hurting right now, and how can we structure this in a way that'll be successful. So we created a roadmap. There's about a 3-year roadmap, and this was 3 years ago. They're live now. And we started with WMS, because who doesn't want to start with one of the hardest modules inside of D365? So WMS took us about a year. We learned a lot of lessons. Kelly mentioned one thing about, I call it being a trusted advisor. And it's more than that. It's about pushing back when you need to, giving good advice, because it's not a matter of if you're going to have issues, it's a matter of when you're going to have issues. So on a project like you really have to bring, as a partner, that trusted advisor status, a good relationship to work through it, because you will always have issues. So that was something that we embodied on the Axon project. After WMS, we then went and took them live with finance and order to cash. They are about, how many legal entities? I think 13 countries globally. We brought some innovation there. So they're using our IP called one-step consolidation, also Arbella data insights for their data engineering and analytics. And then they're also using one of our Power Apps innovations for workflow managers. So we brought a lot of innovation from the Argano IP point of view, but we also did this during COVID. We had 3 go lives during COVID, and that alone was just having to really rethink how you implement as a partner, how you build as a team. You're not getting on airplanes and seeing things anymore, so you really have to embrace teams and get to know people online. So we brought a lot of innovation to that space, and we're better for it, and they're better for it. And funny enough, we did our project faster than we would have imagined because we didn't waste time getting on airplanes. So innovation was really big for us. So after finance and order to cash, we have most recently gone live with manufacturing. So 3 years, an entire roadmap, huge success. And to Heather's point about bringing back to the community, you can actually come hear about it Thursday at 9 a.m. where we're sharing our lessons learned. Axon, Dave Dixon from Axon is going to come, and we'll talk about just all the things we learned. It was a super aggressive timeline. It was an aggressive piece of scope, many countries. So we'd love to share all of the lessons for all of y'all out there doing projects. So that's Axon.
It's a great story.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that. And in closing, again, I know I've already said this several times, but it's just been a privilege to be here, and it's just great to get a few minutes of your time and hear what's different about your company and your advantages and your case study. So I thank you sincerely, all 3 of you, and for all the work that you do in the community. So
Thanks
cheers.
for having us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes,
My
thank
pleasure.
you.
Thank you.